You're welcome to my channel. We are still continuing with topic 2 auditing. So in this video we are going to look at the appointment, duties, rates and remuneration and removal of external auditors. So we are going to start with appointment, which is according to section 167 of the Companies Act. So, as per Section 167 of the Companies Act, a practicing accountant with a valid certificate of practice is appointed as an external auditor of a company. So, for one to be appointed as an external auditor must be a practicing accountant with a valid certificate of practice. So, who appoints the auditor, the external auditor? The three people we have: the shareholders, then the directors, or the registrar of companies. Yes, so we shall start with the shareholders. When do shareholders appoint an external auditor? So by shareholders, they appoint an external auditor at each annual general meeting of a company to hold office until the next annual general meeting. So like every year they are supposed to appoint an auditor. It can be the same one and they just reappoint that same auditor, or they change and they appoint another one. So the shareholders appoint an external auditor at each annual general meeting of a company to hold office until the next annual general meeting. Then, secondly, at a general meeting, when directors have failed to appoint the first auditor of the company, because the first auditor of the company is supposed to be appointed by the directors. But if the directors fail to appoint the first auditor, then the shareholders will come in and they will organize a general meeting and then they will appoint an auditor. Then, thirdly, at a general meeting to replace the first auditor appointed by the directors, where a nomination notice of not less than 14 days before the meeting has been given by the shareholders to the shareholders of the company. So, as we said, the first auditor is appointed by the directors. So, when they're replacing the first auditor, it is supposed to be the shareholders to appoint the next auditor. So, they appoint an auditor at a general meeting to replace the first auditor appointed by the directors. Yes, so those are the three circumstances that can lead to appointment of an external auditor by the shareholders. At each annual general meeting of a company to hold office until the next annual general meeting. Then at a general meeting when directors have failed to appoint the first auditor of the company. Then at a general meeting to replace the first auditor appointed by the directors. Yeah. Then the next one we have appointment by the directors. Like, when do directors appoint an external auditor? First is in the case of the first auditor, who may hold office until the first annual general meeting. The first auditor of the company, when the company has just started, is appointed by the directors. So they appoint that first auditor to be in office until the first annual general meeting. Then secondly is to fill a casual vacancy in office of the auditor as the surviving auditor continues to act. For example, after resignation or death of one auditor pattern. So they can appoint someone just to fill the vacancy in case maybe the auditor that was there resigned, or they died, or they're sick, something like that. Yes, so those are the two circumstances that can lead to appointment of an external auditor by the directors. Then lastly is appointment by the registrar of companies. First is that to fill a casual vacancy when no auditor has been appointed or reappointed by the shareholders at the annual general meeting. Like, in case the company holds an annual general meeting and they do not appoint an external auditor to hold office until the next annual general meeting. The registrar of companies will come in. And then he or she will appoint or reappoint the auditor at the general meeting. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. And this is a common question that they always ask: appointment of external auditors. So you must know the people that appoint. We have the shareholders, the directors, and then the registrar of companies, and you must know when they appoint. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Let's catch up in my next video.